Episode 7 of The Summer Hikaru Died, titled Determination, delves deeper into the fractured bond between Yoshiki Tsuchinoko and the entity inhabiting his childhood friend Hikaru Indo's body. Picking up from the lingering aftermath of Hikaru's violent outburst in the previous episode, where he attacked Yoshiki in a moment of uncontrolled instinct, the narrative centers on Hikaru's overwhelming guilt. This remorse weighs heavily on him, manifesting as a subdued demeanor that contrasts sharply with his usual playful energy. Yoshiki, however, appears remarkably composed, brushing off the incident with an almost unnatural calm. In a bid to lift Hikaru's spirits or perhaps to execute a hidden agenda, he suggests they skip school and embark on a spontaneous outing to town. The episode unfolds like a bittersweet date, blending mundane slice-of-life elements with an undercurrent of unease. While the classmates participate in a lively school choir competition, Yoshiki and Hikaru wander through the rural outskirts, indulging in simple pleasures, watching a movie at the local theater, sharing snacks, then enjoying ice cream under the summer sun. Key moments highlight their interactions: Yoshiki's gentle encouragement as they discuss the film's plot on the way back to his place, and Hikaru's growing confusion over Yoshiki's uncharacteristic kindness. "Why are you being so nice to me?" Hikaru wonders aloud, his voice laced with vulnerability, revealing his internal conflict between mimicking human emotions and grappling with his alien nature. Character-wise, Yoshiki emerges as the episode's focal point, his determination subtly building through quiet observations. He notices how Hikaru's words and actions deviate from human norms, small quirks like an off-kilter reaction to the movie's emotional scenes or a detached view of life and death that slips into their conversations. This realization deepens Yoshiki's character, portraying him as a teenager torn between loyalty to his friend's memory and the horror of what has replaced him. Hikaru, on the other hand, shows glimmers of development in his guilt, hinting at a desire to connect authentically, though his otherworldly essence keeps him at arm's length. Supporting elements, like brief cuts to the school event, emphasize their isolation, underscoring the theme of detachment from normalcy. The atmosphere is masterfully tense, starting with a deceptively light-hearted vibe that evokes nostalgic summer days in a rural Japanese village, cicadas buzzing, sunlight filtering through trees, and the hum of everyday life. Yet, this serenity is laced with psychological dread, building through subtle cues like elongated shadows and Hikaru's fleeting unnatural expressions. The episode culminates in a shocking twist as Hikaru relaxes at Yoshiki's home. Yoshiki embraces him in a seemingly tender hug, only to reveal a knife, stabbing Hikaru in a calculated act of betrayal. This cliffhanger shifts the tone to raw horror, leaving viewers with a sense of inevitable tragedy and the blurred lines between love and destruction. The animation and determination continues to be a standout feature of The Summer Hikaru Died adaptation by Sight Games Pictures, effectively capturing the series' blend of serene rural beauty and creeping unease. The studio's visual style leans into detailed backgrounds that immerse viewers in the sweltering Japanese countryside, vibrant greens of foliage, the golden haze of afternoon light, and the intimate confines of the movie theater, all rendered with a fluidity that makes the ordinary feel palpably alive. Character designs remain consistent and expressive, with Moki Mukiran's original manga aesthetics translated faithfully. Yoshiki's sharp, introspective eyes convey his inner turmoil without overt exaggeration, while Hikaru's slightly off-model features subtle distortions in his smile or gaze hint at his inhuman core, adding layers to the horror without relying on jump scares. Particular praise goes to the episode's use of lighting and color grading to enhance the atmosphere. During the outing sequences, warm tones dominate, creating a full sense of comfort that mirrors Yoshiki's facade of normalcy. Transitions to cooler, shadowed palettes in moments of introspection or the final confrontation amplify the tension, making the stab scene visceral and impactful. The animation of movement is smooth, especially in casual interactions like sharing ice cream, where subtle body language, Hikaru's hesitant gestures versus Yoshiki's deliberate ones builds emotional depth. Voice acting complements this visually, with the performers delivering nuanced performances. Yoshiki's calm delivery masks underlying resolve, while Hikaru's voice wavers with guilt, adding authenticity to their dialogue-heavy scenes. That said, there are areas for constructive criticism. Some action in the climactic twist feels slightly rushed, with the stabbing animation lacking the weighty impact that could have elevated the shock value, perhaps a missed opportunity for more dynamic framing or slower build-up to heighten the betrayal's emotional punch. Additionally, while the rural settings are gorgeous and detailed, occasional static shots during conversations could benefit from more environmental animation, like rustling leaves or distant sounds, to avoid feeling stagnant. Overall, the animation strikes a strong balance between aesthetic appeal and narrative service, supporting the psychological horror without overshadowing the story's intimate focus. Determination marks a pivotal turning point in The Summer Hikaru Died, massively escalating the series' exploration of grief, identity, and the monstrous within the familiar. The episode's deceptive lightness gives way to devastating revelations, making it one of the most emotionally charged installments yet, with Yoshiki's arc providing a compelling anchor amid the horror. While the animation shines in its atmospheric prowess, minor pacing issues in the climax prevent it from perfection, but these are outweighed by the strengths in character-driven storytelling and visual subtlety. Looking ahead, this episode sets high expectations for the remaining arc, potentially delving into the consequences of Yoshiki's actions and the entity's resilience. If the adaptation continues to faithfully adapt Mokumoku's source material while refining its execution, the Summer Hikaru Died could solidify itself as a standout psychological horror series of 2025, blending heart-wrenching drama with unsettling thrills. Fans of introspective anime like ** and other ** or ** Bujipop Phantom ** will find much to appreciate here. The newcomer should brace for its intensifying darkness.